If you're looking for a great couples coach, this one right here is definitely one you should consider because as you can see, it is super open. You get a nice big slide out, a ton of countertop space, plenty of storage, a big bathroom, and it comes in right around 4,000 pounds. This right here is the 2025 Coleman Light 18RX. And there's just a lot to like. And like I said, it's affordable. It's a good size. It's right around 22.5 foot. And as I said, right around that 4,000 pound mark dry. So if you have the tow vehicle for it and you want to load this thing up, it has the capability to do that. But let's start off right over here on the kitchen, because this is probably one of my favorite parts about this RV. A lot of times you're in kind of like a mid-size RV like this one, you don't get a lot of countertop space. And that is so not the case in here. You have a ton of space over here, thermoform countertop as well, which lets them undermount the large stainless steel bowl with the high-rise pull-out faucet here. Over to the side, you can also see the undermounted, recessed two-burner cooktop with the glass cover. So with that, you have a little bit of additional prep space right over here, and I like that over just like the standard two-burner that would be right on top. Now, you probably have enough countertop space to put a three-burner in here, but again, they're trying to make this unit affordable, which it is. It's a great price point. And if you're interested, you want to know what that is, I will leave a link in the description so you can click on that, find the price as well as the ones that are closest to you. But not only do you get big countertop in this one, but underneath that, you get big storage. So we can take a look right over here. They put a shelf in there, which I think is smart. So perfect spot for pots and pans, right? You get excellent drawer storage. You can see it's full height on the drawers, full extension ball bearing all the way down. Take a look at that bottom one. That one is super deep right there. Big fan of that. And then underneath the sink, you have more than enough space for a trash can. You can throw two in there if you need to. It's just so rare to find this much kitchen storage in this size floor plan. You'll also see that you have the microwave right over to the side. They mounted that down below, which is a pretty smart move because then you get all this upper storage right here. And underneath that is a window so you can let in some natural light. And then over to the side of that is going to be a place to mount a TV. And why is it there? Because right across the way is our slide with the jackknife sofa. So this is the main seating area here. And again, it gives you a straight shot to the TV, which with the couples coach, I think this is fantastic. Throw a couple pillows here so you have some armrests, you're good to go. USB ports in case you need to charge anything. It is a jackknife style sofa, so it does drop down into a bed, but let's be honest, as an adult, you're probably not gonna sleep there unless you want to curl up in the fetal position, but it's pretty good if you have like a kiddo or something like that. And then you will also see easy access storage with the nets here, so you're able to get it either from the top here with the sofa or from the front. You'll also see the big window there to let in some more natural light. And again, also in this slide out is going to be your refrigerator. This is a 12 volt. I think it's 8 cubic foot in here, so pretty decent size. Not only that, but take a look at this. They give you big additional storage underneath. I mean, there is so much storage in this kitchen. It is wild. And then, of course, as I mentioned, this is a rear bath. You can see a slider door on here, which is fantastic when we step into the rear bath. A couple things I really like here. One, let's talk about this, the toilet. They were smart. They angled it like this, so I didn't feel all super crammed, and so I actually had space to be able to step out of the shower, which I'll show you in a second. But I have great leg room, plenty of shoulder room here, too. On the other side, it has a sink in the bathroom. So often you get into these smaller floor plans and there's just no sink. That's not the case here. You have the sink, great countertop space. And I love the fact they didn't use a giant sink, right? Because that just takes up counter space. I'd rather have more counter space, smaller sink. They did it right. You have a mirror, you have a linen closet, and they still give you storage underneath, including space for a bathroom trash can. I don't know about you folks. I have a trash can in every bathroom at home. Why wouldn't I want one in my RV? I do, and they have it, and I love it. And then if I step into the shower, thanks to the skylight, it's 6 foot tall. I can stand in here without having to duck down, which is phenomenal. You'll also see that it has a built-in shower door that can close. Now, as far as width, I'm not going to be able to stand sideways in here. I'm a little bit too wide, but I can stand just like this, take the hand wand, do everything that I need to do. And that gets us up into the bedroom with the walk-around RV queen bed. That is 60 inches wide by 74 inches long, so just 6 inches short of a residential queen. Now, there's a few things that I really love about this, too. The first one being this. You have storage space underneath for the table, right? Because they know the main spot you're probably going to eat is going to be right here. And so many manufacturers, when they make this floor plan, they try to put the table behind the sofa. But then what happens is it's heavier than you think it is, and it's kind of tough to get out of here, especially one-handed. Then you're fighting with the window, you have to pick it up and over. It's just a giant pain. By having a dedicated storage space makes it so much easier to actually utilize that table space. I think that is super smart. And because that kind of takes up the space, you lift up the bed, they knew that, so they left that bottom nice and open, gave you the net there as well. So if you kind of want to have that while in transit, stuff isn't going to fly out. But if you get to your destination, you want to take that net off so you can slide like laundry baskets and stuff in there. It is super easy to do that. Also, on both sides of the bed, you have nightstands with USB ports as well as electrical outlets. Those electrical outlets, like many of the outlets in here, are pre-wired for an inverter. So if you choose to upgrade to that, you can have inverted outlets. You also see both sides of the bed have wardrobe storage with a shelf going right across the top. Last couple things I want to hit on. One, of course, the door. We'll take a look at that when we go outside, but it does have a window built in that is thin shade ready if you want to have that installed. Your main control panel as well as your thermostat will be located right up here. It does have a furnace as well as roof-mounted AC. And I forgot to mention, in the kitchen, if you need to plug anything in, you have an outlet right there. All right, let's take a look at some of the features on the outside of the 2025 Coleman Light 18RX. And like I mentioned inside, this one runs right about 22 and a half foot, slightly under, and a little under 4,000 pounds dry. If we take a look up front, you'll notice this one has a powered tongue jack, making it nice and easy to connect and disconnect from your tow vehicle. Two 20-pound propane tanks right behind that with the cover. You will see rails for the battery. There is enough space for 2 batteries there as well. You'll also see tucked away right there is solar prep. So if you have briefcase style solar, you can plug it in and trickle charge the battery. Now, as you would expect, this one also does have your solar flex prep. So if you want roof-mounted solar, you can do that as well. The prep for it will actually be on the other side of this giant pass-through. So you have your inverter prep over there as well as your solar charge controller prep. And of course, for the panels themselves, that prep will be on the roof. Let's talk briefly about construction, because that's going to be a big part of the light as well, as part of the reason that it is so light. And that is the fact that you have aluminum framing inside the walls rather than wood. That is going to be on all 4 walls. You also have fiberglass side walls here, smooth aluminum on the front. Kind of taking a look right up top, you will notice that this one has a large power awning, LED light strip on there. Dropping down is going to be your tempered glass door. I talked about this briefly when we were inside, but not only is this a great looking door, but you will also see that right here, we had that window, and as I mentioned, that one is prepped for that thin shade, so you can have that up for privacy, but otherwise, during the day, it does a great job being tinted. No one will even know there's a window there. You'll see the extra large grab handle to be able to climb in. You get 3 standard steps to be able to make it inside. The thing I do like about these steps is that you can just fold them up. So if you have like a deck or something at your campsite, you don't have to remove stairs like you do with the ones that fold up into the door. So even though they may not be quite as stable, there definitely are some advantages to having the standard step. You'll also see that you have an outside electric outlet in case you need to plug anything in. And again, this one is pre-wired for that inverter. Dual axles with the upgraded wheels there. Making my way back a little bit further, you can see your stab jacks. You do have stabilizer jacks on all 4 corners of this one, just because it is slightly larger. You will see the outside shower right here with both hot and cold water access. Up top is going to be a backup camera prep. So if you want that backup camera, a little bit better visibility as you're backing up, that makes it nice and easy to install. What you will notice, this one does not have a ladder or ladder prep, and that's because this one does not have a fully walkable roof. And again, part of that is to help lower the weight so that this can be easily towed by a number of vehicles, hitting that, again, just under that 4,000 pound mark. So it really opens up the amount of vehicles that can tow it. So if you want to access the roof, just bear in mind you'll have to have a separate ladder. You can see the 30 amp power cord is attached to the unit. You can just pull that out and plug it in like we have here. You'll see your cable outlet right there, cable inlet rather, sorry. And then right underneath is going to be our termination. You will have both a black and gray tank valves be located right there. You can see the slide itself, again, nice big slide here, kind of as we showed inside. This really opens up that space considerably, and it really makes this such an open floor plan. Lastly, as we come right up front, we can see our tankless water heater located here, both of our water connections, including fresh and city. Beneath that is going to be a black tank flush. And then we have, as I mentioned, the other side of that storage with access to that inverter prep as well as the solar prep. The thing I really love about this floor plan is that it is just super open thanks to this big slide. And the fact that it comes in under 4,000 pounds and is affordable really makes this one a great model. If you're looking to be able to get into the RV kind of lifestyle, this is a great choice. And if you're wondering, How much is it? Well, in the description, there will be a link with price and availability. Simply click on that. It'll give you both price and the ones closest to you. Thanks for watching. I'm Ian Baker. Until next time, we'll see you.